I'm back. Sorry, it's taking a bit. Anyways, last time we left off, yeah, things happened. Chapter 3, let's go. Also, I'm a bit sick, so I apologize if anything happens.
Blaze. The struggle commences. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. Having ascended the throne of Adrestia, Edelgard has begun to enact sweeping change. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus now calls Dimitri its king, while Claude reigns over the Leicester Alliance. All three house leaders have found their wings as rulers of a new generation. With the whole of Fodlan still reeling from these rapid changes, Edelgard decides the time has come to usher in a new era.
People of Fodlan, the Empire will stand by no longer.
Ooh.
Together, we rise against a church that has become steeped in deception and corruption.
Oh shoot, war already?
The church has used their doctrine to deny you power and reshape Fodlan as they see fit.
Political war.
They thrust upon you the illusion of nobility in order to oppress who they choose. And they helped create the kingdom and alliance as a pretext for war. Finally, they teased you with the promise of salvation from pain they themselves inflicted, and did so in the name of their own profit. Well, I say no more. The Empire has severed herself from their hypocrisy by restoring the Southern Church and nurturing her people's well-being. And today, we purge the world of their evil forever.
Yeah.
We will retake Garrigmach from the Central Church and stamp out any nobles who abet its depravity.
Yeah, fuck religion.
By my title as Emperor Edelgard von Bresfeld of Adrestia, I hereby declare war against the false Church of Seros.
The past 2 years have flown by in but the blink of an eye.
And while they felt short, they were certainly eventful. The Empire has come far since we removed Arundel from power. We reformed the government, remedied our diplomatic troubles, and bolstered our military.
And most significantly, we gave strength to the Southern Church, creating the perfect wedge
They're
against the
so
Church.
pretty. God, Hubert actually looks attractive for
the target
once.
of relentless censure as a result. Why, the Central Church even targeted him for assassination. Poor Count Varley. It could not have happened to a finer man.
And then there's the matter of Lord Arundel. What are he and his minions up to now?
Slithering in the shadows of Fodlan, much as they have done for centuries. It will not be easy to drag such adept skulkers into the light.
Perhaps not. Then for now, let's remain focused on the formidable adversary ahead.
I like the HUD.
Did you call us here, Edelgard?
Oh,
It's good to see so many
God.
familiar faces.
I mean,
I
I've seen the trailer,
and
but they
thank you
all
for
look so
coming.
pretty. Although,
This may be the first time
Dorfia
I've
looks
seen
the
all of you in
same.
the same room since the
it's
Officers'
kind of
Academy
disappointing, not
closed.
gonna lie.
Likely, yes.
We have all been rather busy marching down the separate paths life laid out for us. Or most of us have, anyway. Others, such as myself, managed to eschew work in favor of a more leisurely existence.
Hey! I was working hard at staying in my room, but still.
Forehead.
Father's been dreadfully busy, so he's never home. Which has been pretty nice, actually.
I was returning home to Bridget. I finished my task, and now I have been returned here.
Well enough. Now, as you know, the Empire will launch its attack on Garreg Mach in the coming days. Emperor Edelgard will lead the invasion personally, and wishes for those present to form the backbone of her army.
And as it has been some time since Adrestia had an army under the direct command of the Emperor, I fear we currently lack for officers. I trust each of you, and can think of no candidates better suited for the job. Will you do this for me?
So you've got other plans for my father's army, I take it?
Oh,
Well,
he
then
has a
count me in.
scar.
I'm ready to go whenever.
I would have been happy with a life serving you here in the capital. But if war is coming, I want to see it through myself. I'll go wherever you go, Your Majesty.
Oh, damn, even Monica got a new design.
I'm always ready. Plus, it's good to know I haven't been training this hard for nothing.
I've high hopes for you, and trust you will prove the wisdom of my decision.
Just you wait. I'm gonna hurdle clean over those high hopes and show you what I can really do.
Be certain to save some of your hopes for me, because I most assuredly have what it takes to succeed. And with that, new Empire Army, move out!
Ferdinand, kindly leave the commanding and naming to me.
Oh, the game's loaded fast. I forgot about that. It's been a while since I played. It's about like a week or so. I tried to play early, but I had things to do. Rather nice, isn't it? I suppose it pays to be a commander. You said it. Things are totally different here compared to the small-time outfits we used to run with. I've got my own space, where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. This is probably means they expect a lot from you, more than your title implies. I would imagine. Oh shit. Oh, change appearance? I can just do that?
That reminds me.
Yeesh, camp is something else. Do you know any merchants we got at?
How tiresome.
Are you finished sightseeing yet? I believe I heard your employer calling for you. Base camp. This is where you'll incur your interactions with contact. Oh shoot, Manuela. Oh yeah! Without the mask. Into the dawn, oh, I wish I could stay. Oh. So I only got 2 outfits. So I can just, oh, okay. Oh. Of course. Although, let me use my amiibos real quick. No, I can only do 5 at a time, and it doesn't matter what amiibos I got. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad it doesn't matter what amiibos I got. That way you don't have to spend too much money on, like, let's say, Fire Emblem amiibos, just to get something really cool. Meanwhile, if you got, like, I got a million amiibos. I got all the Zelda ones, some Splatoon ones, and, like, all the Shovel Knights. And that's basically what I have. Just trying to get the amiibos that are closer to me without messing up my fit. Cool. Is this cheating? No, this is an investment. Alright, did 5. Cool. Time, I wonder when it finally came, but now I'm really worried. Our target is Garrick Mock, which means we're most likely to encounter a lot of people we know. Say they were only acquaintance. Empathize or
Let's
complain.
see. No way.
My god. Although it's weird that Manuela joins her.
Well, hi.
That's reassuring you got it from me, right? Oh shoot! Rudolph! Strategist. Oh. And, oh hey, oh. Oh, it's a book. So it's, oh, so it's literally things I can find. I guess it's for lore stuff.
Do you have a moment?
Welcome back, Shees. Let me appraise you and your plans going forward.
What do you think?
Destinations guaranteed.
You see? If you would.
No, I'm just gonna encounter everything on camp. Oh wow, that is faster, okay.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Huh. I guess I'll learn this class first before I see, okay. Yeah, then I'll wait until Advance is unlocked. Ado Guard. Armored Lord, okay. Really curious. Yeah, because all the other quote-unquote unimportant characters don't have that. So like, does he? I guess we have to master these classes before we. It cannot be attained because the required class is not. Ah, okay. So we have to master the class before we move on. Okay, that's fair. I like that though. Oh, Manuela. Oh, okay. Why not? Oh! Oh, okay, so I can get the other one if I choose, okay. Wait, let me make sure. Okay, so Death Knight is a completely unique class. Got it. That's nice to know. Level up / reset. Okay. So it's gonna cost me a few bucks. Okay, I got the money to spend. Let's go. Oh, I can only spend about an amount. Ah, so like, I get it. So I can only spend the amount I got right now. You know, why not? Yeah. Nine. This is gonna be easy. You know what? For the team that I want to go with, I'll level them up.
Now I...
Monica. Death. Course. There we go. All right. Oh, okay. I'm really curious what the surprise is, honestly. And why not? Let's go random here. I don't know. Begin training? Yes.
I doubt I could ever achieve that much alone.
Ah, okay.
This'll help me break new boundaries. One step at a time. Oh, look at that. Not that there's any point in me getting stronger.
Okay, okay.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
This is way more fun than I expected. I apologize. Alright, yeah. Let's go.
My love comes in many forms.
Oh, that's sweet. Yes.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Alright, let me visit all the other places before I do nothing but training. Because honestly, training seems like the best course of action as far as I see it. Oh, I see.
Welcome.
I'll take
That all for today?
1,
That all for today?
2. There we go. But just to be
That all
safe.
for today? That all for today? That all for today? That all for today?
And boom.
Come back soon.
Safety cost. Item shop. Just what you
I
expect.
carry a little of everything here.
Limited. Okay.
You've got an eye for quality, friend.
You can never be too safe. Where's Teddy Bear? No Teddy Bear?
You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Alright. I'm responsible for dueling out all the marching orders. Give me a shot if you want to deploy for battle. Speak to your strategist with the keys.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Oh, shoot already. On the war map, blue regions are already captured, red regions are available to be captured. You can deploy again to territories. Each chapter contains multiple main quests, final battle of that charter, side quests, other battles along the way. Achieve victory in main quests, main quests and side quests will display on war maps. Well, how can I tell which ones are main quests and which ones are side quests? Will it tell me? I think these are side quests, and this is main quests.
Make sure you're ready.
Okay. So I'm gonna go train, and then I'm going.
Time to work you into shape.
Let's go for it. It's like no difference.
That was oddly enjoyable.
Oh, look at... Not that there's any point in...
Alright, good.
Time to work you into shape.
Guess I'll have to learn...
Although I do appreciate how, like, it's much more easier to do it the way they do it. I mean, well, okay, I like the level progression in this game. It's very interesting, simple, and clean. No Kingdom Hearts references, please. Although, I worry if this game's gonna be easy, but I do not want to jinx myself. So I'll just keep it to myself. Successive training. Let's try that first. Continue successive training until... Oh, okay, so just... Oh, so just keep training and training and training. Okay.
What a fascinating power.
This is part of me now.
Good, good.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I know, hold on, let me make sure. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Training, you'll be unstoppable.
Either way, I like the entire UI, HUD,
Which
and,
battlefield
you know,
are you headed to?
map everywhere. I'm gonna do side quests first before main quests. No? Okay. Alright, whatever, man. I don't know how this works. Rout the enemy, aka kill every last one of them. Flight. So it's important to get flying units, okay. You know what? Let's change unit. Because if my goal here is to like get everyone to like equal level, might as well get some of the people who I won't be playing. Well, hopefully, because certain situations require certain characters, so it's better to be prepared than be square.
I don't care much for that.
I know you don't.
This war is ours to be won.
Why not? Let's keep those two for now. Actually, hold up. Where is he? There.
So be it.
And, yep, I am good. Oh, player 2 can join. From chapter 4 onwards, you can use 2-player split screen. 2-player split screen is unavailable for certain quests. During battle prep, press the minus button to switch between 1-player or 2-player mode. Menu battle pass. You can also adjust controls. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but I wish these games had like 2-player online. I know that might seem difficult, but I don't know. It's like the minimal thing.
The fight starts now.
It's minimal
It is
thing.
time.
Okay, let's see here. Archery.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
Oh, if I must.
I love his voice actor so much.
Leave this to me.
Okay, there she is.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
I guess I can go at the middle.
You can win this. Away.
You must be more careful. There's nothing we can do for you once you're dead.
Yeah, I'm playing in classic mode, so your units lost will not be available to deployment. Yeah, that's one thing I'm worried about.
I can see no other choice.
Like, that's the only thing I worry about in this game, is like the death of my comrades.
No one knows to retreat is a vital strategy.
Bringing it down.
Oh,
The purpose of all this. It's now time.
There we go.
We're done for. The rest is up to you. Drive them straight into their graves.
Man, what a coward.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
I'll take over. Take a breather.
It's nap time.
We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
Retreat!
So many bandits. It's hard to like see. Oh shoot! And I hate it when you do combos and like the bandits are already on you.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I'll help in what small way I can.
Sorry,
My turn?
battle does have its benefits.
Yes, let them taste the Empire's might.
Alright.
It's not
Bear witness.
Watch this! They must learn who they're...
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Alright. I love this. I'm a literal tank and I enjoy it. Oh, I should have seen if I could change out my loadout, but oh well.
Let's carve a swath through.
It's all out offense. Come on, Steam Train Edelgard, let's go. One very positive thing about this game, I have to say, is that everything feels so fluid, and I appreciate that. I mean, again, it's a Warriors game, so you know, there's not too much to like freak out over, but it's enjoyable.
My turn?
It's nap time.
Bear witness. That should suffice.
I won't lose.
Good thing I didn't slink off for a nap.
Woo! Yes! Oh, I got a mace.
You can reward me by letting me sleep in tomorrow.
Yes!
Hey, a new power.
A useful skill.
There must be more to this.
Mastering various classes. You may be able to use some of the skills, combat arts, and magic you have learned from other classes as well. Once you've mastered a class, change to another class, and try it out a different combination. This mace looks cool though. I'll try it out. Actually, hold up. Wow. An iron axe just ruined my mace motivation. Alright, capture regions, war map, no strategy. Any leftover resources will not carry over into the next chapter. Alright.
The Imperial Army has invaded Burgundy and will reach Garreg Mach within the month. With no way to stop their advance, we must ready ourselves for a siege.
We sent the bulk of the knights away last month, after the Western Church occupied one of our sacred sites. The forces that remain are thin at best. How are we to hold the monastery with such short-handed numbers?
It is possible the Empire orchestrated that entire incident to bleed off our strength. Look at how thoroughly information about it was buried, and how quickly the Empire invaded after declaring war. It all feels carefully calculated.
I would not put it past them. If they bring war to our doorstep, they will want us on the worst.
I mean, this time it feels calculated more than just
Tides turn against us.
Edelgard wanting to cause war, and then next thing you know, she got desperate.
Edelgard is already using the Southern Church to erode our legitimacy. And now she has the gall to try and remove us by force? There can be no mercy for tyrants. So help me, I would like to put her entire army to the sword myself.
Is it truly too late to prevent bloodshed, Lady Rhea?
There will be
Edelgard must have her reasons for doing this.
If so, they elude me. The woman seems to consider our church's very existence an abomination.
I mean, to be fair,
But she has gone to the trouble of reviving
technically
the
it
Southern
is
Church,
definition of
which implies
abomination.
she does not mean to destroy the faith outright. Perhaps Garreg Mach is the true prize she seeks. Or worse, this entire invasion could merely be a precursor to conquering all of Fodlan.
Her purpose matters not. Our charge is to defend the monastery at all costs. I took an oath. I swore I would never again suffer the boots of thieves to sow this land.
Rhea,
It is a low form of comedy we find ourselves engaged in this day. To think the descendants of their empire will be the first to invade Garreg Mach.
All the more reason to prevent it. I care not if we shared blood countless generations ago. I will not permit anyone to defile Mother's resting place.
Bro. Completing a side quest to unlock a survey point in the region. Survey to receive all kind of rewards. Types of survey, sports, and rewards is simply visiting a spot that grants the reward. You must pay to receive the reward. Okay. Your choices determine the reward. Conditions must be met in order to serve the reward. Okay. Oh, training points. Okay, I might do that one first then. And also, why even call these side quests? Well, okay, maybe this is a side quest. I can understand that. But even then, like, why even bother saying side quests if I'm gonna have to go through them either way? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, sweet. Return to camp to claim them. Okay. Not even giving me the choice. Got it.
Do you have a moment?
Okay. Truth be told, we don't have enough hands to help with the army's less urgent tasks.
Would you do something for me?
We're asking around for volunteers, but I would greatly appreciate it if you pitched in as well. Go visit the chore master when you want to volunteer. Oh my god, what is this, Red Dead 2?
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
And you need me for this? Are you sure? I'll do the best I can.
Huh. Moral. Directing gives some boosts more allies moral. The more full moral the gauge, the more damage they'll deal to enemies. If HP reaches 0 during battle, their moral will go down a tier. Well, if their HP reaches 0, they're dead. So, I don't think moral matters for HP wise, at least. If you're gonna volunteer, you'll increase renown in personal quarters sometimes. Okay.
Yay!
I see you finished everything. Thank you so much. I bet you're tired after all that work. Why not take a break in the mess hall?
Oh,
In that case, allow me to accompany you. I'm feeling rather peckish myself. I've been a mercenary for quite some time, correct? I mean, you've been a mercenary quite some time, correct? Do you have any particular preferences when it comes to any army meals? So when you usually make your own food? Well, I usually make my own food.
What?
How fascinating! I absolutely must try one of your cultural creation. Worry not, the army has ingredients you can use. We provide food for everyone in the army here. Feel free to begin.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Okay. Well, wait, I can get graded for this? Oh no.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
How did you know I like this? Yes, well, I admire people who show such consideration.
This is my favorite.
Jaritza, a man of few words, but are appreciated. Mood maker. Spending time with your allies does activity points. You can gain activity points by searching survey points on a ranch. Okay.
Impressive.
I am astounding you cooked such an extraordinary meal with those ingredients and using such humble tools. It would be a lovely gesture if you cooked for the others as well. Exchanging gifts and with trusted friends is quite wonderful, won't you agree?
By the way,
If I recall, you acquired some trinkets on the battlefield. Perhaps you can give them to someone as a gift. It's true, maybe I should give some to Idle Guard, okay. Oh my god. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't go. Hey now. Hello, Shees. Can I help you? Give gift. I got 10 of these?
That's very kind of you.
I'm just surprised I got 10 of these, man. Wait, hold up. Talented individuals, history, viewpoint, structure, nature. Oh, easy. You'll like this then. Give.
I appreciate that.
Expert mood maker. Okay. Do I have a support conversation with you?
You know, I
Oh, we
don't
do,
believe
okay.
I ever asked your feelings about this war. On the surface, it must seem as though we took Fodlan's fragile piece in our hand and shattered it into 1,000 pieces.
What? Is it deep conversation time now? Where'd that come from?
It's merely that we've never discussed the matter, and you are in a fairly unique position amidst this all. I thought you might be able to provide some perspective on how an outsider views the actions Adrestia has taken.
Praise the Empire, criticize the Empire. I'll try to stay neutral.
The way I see it, you just did what you had to. You talk about peace, but it's not like people weren't already getting slaughtered for dumb reasons. I mean, pick your poison. If it's not greedy bandits ransacking your town, it's tyrannical nobles raising each other's land in search of more power. So sure, people will die in the war, but the reforms it'll bring will save at least as many innocent citizens. Maybe even more.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
It's like you said, I'm in a unique position here.
Meaning you would have answered differently were you not a mercenary.
Possibly.
Yeah. If I was a farmer, for example, I'd be hounding you day and night to end the war. Sure, you say you're gonna bring this bright and beautiful future, but am I really gonna suffer for years, maybe even decades, waiting for it? The stuff you're doing now, enlisting my farm hands, trampling my fields, destroying my crops, just doesn't make it worth the wait. But you know the toll it's taking on your people, yet you choose to press on with the war anyway. So you've got to have a good reason, right?
Yes, of course. You certainly don't mince words.
I'm
Is
honest,
it the years
man.
of mercenary work that made you this way, or have you always been like this?
Wow. Say it's work. Say it's just who you are.
Pretty sure it's who I am. It was just me and my mom growing up, you see.
Ah, so
We
different
lived
from
in a village,
Byleth.
but for whatever reason, she liked to keep to herself. So, I guess it rubbed off on me. I learned pretty quick not to get attached.
Is that so? I would be interested to hear more.
Trust me, it's not as interesting as it sounds.
Who says it has to be? Interesting or not, I'll have you tell me one of these days.
Such wholesome conversation.
so.
I love the
Just
writing.
promise not to freak out when you realize how boring I am, okay?
Do I seem like the type of person to freak out about such a thing? Perhaps don't answer that.
Higher support units. While adjusting, changing gauge will feel quicker. Partner specials will be more powerful. No support level, not shared. Ability level 1, 2, and 3. So it's less about trying to bang your students and more about trying to actually gain some moral. Okay, I like it. Let me check the support info. What does that mean? Well, so far as I'm concerned, what does that mean? Anyways.
Care to make yourself useful?
Yeah, let's do more chores. Oh. Okay, let me change that then.
Counting on you both.
My sword is yours.
You have naught to worry about with me on the job.
Just nice.
We all must do our fair share.
Alright. Now let me go to this and upgrade everyone to at least level 8.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Actually, hold up. Okay. Let me do some bit of math. So 130. 1, 2, 3. Oh god. Oh god. Why not? Let's do it. I got the money to burn.
My great thing. I think.
Alright, let's continue on.
See how you do.
Wait a minute.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I get it. Okay. I just don't know what that
Can't wait to see how you
symbol means. I don't know what it means. How do I get my rewards? No. I'm pretty sure they said something about like me going into my my storage to like check out what I need, but still.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Oh my god. Don't tell me I gotta go here.
I carry a little of everything here.
Of course I do.
Hope to see you again soon.
Alright, where's my camp? I forgot. No. There. Oh, hi. Or such a human express. Coexist. Okay. Oh, it's just the books I collected. I don't know how to collect reward though. Is there like help options or something? Camp info. Nope. System. Tutorials. Oh my god. You know what? Forget about it. This is a no reward run. If I can't figure it out, let's go. Oh my god.
Well, how'd it go?
I'm so mad.
Any result's a good result.
Oh my god. Alright, let me save the game before I kill everybody by mistake. Can never be too careful nowadays.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Rescue all the mages, alright. Sometimes units who don't participate in the last battle will start to feel energized. Oh, that's what that meant. Okay. Rangers will receive bonuses during battle. Feel energized. Well, guess can I change? Oh, I can change.
We have a duty to fulfill.
Okay.
There's no stopping me.
I wish they told me beforehand, but oh well. Foot.
Follow me. There is little point in dying on a rescue mission, so I had best exercise caution.
Prepare to be amazed.
Haha, amazed, get it? Ooh.
Need a hand, dear? Prepare,
Oh,
ready or not,
this
here
music
I
is
come.
good. Hold up. Oh.
Prepare to be amazed. Go for it.
There is not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave this.
I won't let anyone stand in the way of our success. We're in bad shape over here.
Alright, you know what? Forget it. You gotta protect the mages. Oh, there's Linhardt, okay. One, two. Ah, shoot. Alright, I'm gonna leave this to Linhardt. Actually,
Oh, if I must.
it's bad news. Is there another person? There's Edelgard. Perfect.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must look. Victory is mine.
Alright, Manuela.
Prepare to be amazed. Need a hand? Impressive, aren't I?
Let's go, Ferdinand von Ayer. Alright, now I gotta kill that thief.
A rousing success.
Oh, perfect.
Here I raise the banner of the Empire.
Alright, defeated. Got the key.
Can't let it end like this.
I'm going. Oh my.
There is not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to...
The spotlight is mine.
Got him.
Allow me.
I am your man.
Pain.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Let's do this. I can do
Sorry.
Got it.
I hope this location proves useful.
Here I go. No mistake. They must learn who they're up against. Care to switch?
my turn.
Alright.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
I'm bringing it down. Success was to be expected.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Alright.
In any event, the rescue is a success.
Nice.
take all the strength I can get. I will not stop until I achieve greatness.
Sweet.
This power will serve me in the times to come.
There must be more to this.
Ooh, very nice. I just gotta remember to get this. Oh my.
Might I borrow you?
There's still more to do? Do you recall gathering materials in the last battle? We would like you to put them into good use.
Don't let me down.
I believe they can serve further expand our facilities in this camp. The facilities masters can assist you if you wish to expand the facility. Oh boy. I love gaming. Hoping you can see many improvements.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
Saw a training dummy. It costs money. Of course it does. Here, we got the basic necessities, a training dummy, alright? Advanced, oh my god, I gotta work for that? I mean, understandable, but man. Oh no. Oh my god. Produce better training weapons. Order swords, training swords. Special. Finer training equipment. Tutor training professional. Oh boy. I guess, yeah, different material. It's a good thing I got these amiibos. Man, I would not last without the amiibos. Who would have guessed? Call it an unfair advantage. I'd call it a based investment, bro.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Alright.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
I just want to talk to these people.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Could use the help.
Yes. Alright, back to base.
Make sure you're ready.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
And then go back to training.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
No, don't.
Yes. Well, I know who I'm gonna use next. Oh! Ah, dang. Oh, I gotta get these investments quickly. Oh, bro. I got nothing. Either way, think of it as just leveling up and getting it done with. Come on, let's go. Alright, change to Ferdinand von Eyre. Oh, I got a new oh, maybe that's for the training dummy. I don't know. From the training dummy. Something like that. Anyways. Manuela. Hubert. That's an interesting combination. Let's go.
I am sure you can pick stronger opponents. But here goes everything.
Stronger than you. Who do you expect me to call on? Count Burgleys?
Behold the fruits of our labor. I need more strength.
What a fact. One step at a time.
I imagine this will serve me well. Time to work you into
Hey,
shape.
this worked out splendidly. I'm glad there's still some tactical elements to this game and it's not just, you know, blunt hit and win.
All is done.
Yeah, get yourself a horse. Yeah.
Giving less than one's all.
Alright.
Proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
There's a lot going on in this game. I did not expect that, honestly. I mean, yeah, Nintendo and Warriors games really have changed since Hyrule Warriors. And I guess I should be happy for that. Although, Hyrule Warriors, like the War of Calamity, or whatever it is. It's not my favorite, man, I will admit. It was so tiring. And here's the thing, Fire Emblem Warriors, the OG one, it wasn't that grand either, but hey, it was like Hyrule Warriors was a celebration of Fire Emblem games, and I appreciated that at least. Coughing, dying, anyways. Dorfia, oh boy.
Send the flower to battle and watch it bloom.
And Manika.
For the future that's yet to come.
Yeah, that seems fun. Let's go with that.
Ferdinand rides!
I will use all the strength I have. Leave this one to me.
I forgot what was the mission for this. But either way, let's go.
That's my cue.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
I will gladly handle this.
I don't know, can you help me down here then?
Orders received.
Yeah, because I don't think...
United, we are unbeatable.
I should really remember that I have equipment to change out of.
Can't let it end like this. Success was to be expected. Here I go. They must.
Oh, I can't dodge roll. That's one thing I gotta worry about. Oh no. I don't want Monica to die. She's became my favorite, like, real quick.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
I hope this will be useful to Lady Edelgard.
Let's hope, my ray of sunshine, man. Let's hope.
Can't say I like how this is unfolding.
We've got an emergency! Set backup!
Oh, it's not that big of a... Wait a minute. Oh, it is a big of a deal. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me just,
Orders received. Here goes.
I'm dragging the others down. How does that please you? We won't let this opportunity go to waste.
Why is it always my mage classes that are in trouble?
Is that all we've got? Looks like that's it for us.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
This will really demoralize our enemies.
Shall never back down!
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
My god, I can't see. Oh shoot, we don't. It's. Whoa!
I will gladly handle this.
I did not expect that.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn.
Oh god, my audio.
Stay out of my way.
Oh god, let me fix my audio real quick, hold on. I don't know what happened to my audio. I think I freaked out too much when I realized who I was fighting. Oh, no, it's too quiet. Maybe it's the audio finally dying, I don't know. Oh man, it won't work anymore. Hold on, let me try doing... There we go, now it's better.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy. face my comrades after this.
I'm ready. You have my support. I'll take over.
Yes.
You have my support.
I wonder. Oh, he's a mage type. Perfect.
There is not a question of can. Leave this. I got this.
Position secure. The only acceptable outcome.
You have taken another step forward. Clearly, we need to stay vigilant.
Victory is ours!
Yeah. I seriously don't know how I did that, honestly. I don't think I deserve an S, but okay.
I will take all the strength I can get.
The future is ours to make, no matter the sacrifice. Who knew this power slept within?
My God, I am powerful. Like, the only thing that worries me with this game is like my magic units. My magic units worry me. They're like toddlers who don't know how to walk.
I see.
I don't know. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I ain't doing that. But next time, I'll make sure to do all the side quests before I just beat the main person, I guess. Did it tell me beforehand, or was I just not in the know? Because I don't feel like it told me that. Oh shoot. I guess I don't have to worry about missing out on anything. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, fast travel is a thing.
Care to make yourself useful?
Yeah. Yeah, let's keep going.
Counting on you both.
Nice.
You have not to.
We all must do our fair share.
I would like to see this conversation. Where is he? Tell me I don't have to walk all over the place just to find one conversation. Strange.
Yes.
I can't talk to the man? You're gonna just have support info? You're just gonna say that I like talked it out with the guy and nothing else? I guess they can't have every situation be that way. But at least tell me which one has dialogue and which one doesn't. And it's surprised that the protagonist doesn't have relationships with every character. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Felt like such a missed out opportunity. Okay, yeah, these guys can handle themselves.
Time to work you into shape.
Either way, it's gonna be interesting.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
The last one. Oh boy, enemy level 10. Yay. Oh god, I'm not prepared.
Feels like an eternity since I've seen the walls of Garrick Mach.
Who knew we'd leave as students and return at the head of the Imperial Army? Lady Rhea must be so angry at us. Oh, why did I agree to come along?
We'll be lucky if angry is as far as her feelings go on the subject. I imagine she's apoplectic.
I don't know that word, but it has way too many syllables not to be scary.
The Knights of Saros will likely fight tooth and nail to stop us.
Well, we've got teeth and we've got nails, so I don't care who we're facing. I'll brush them all aside.
Worry not. While they may have a monastery to hole up in, we possess the superior numbers. Garrick Mach is well fortified, but not impregnable.
Bust how you'll bring it down, yeah.
We're gonna smash the place to rubble.
While I appreciate the enthusiasm, we need to keep it in one piece. The Empire has use for the monastery once we're done here. Understood?
Oh, right. Sorry. The soldiers are ready, Your Majesty. We can begin the attack at once.
Yo, it's the characters with portraits,
The
but not
scouting
enough
is
of
also
the details.
We know with certainty where the enemy will be taking its positioning. We are owing this to Monica and her perfect memory. She has incredible knowledge of this place.
As usual, Monica, your talents are invaluable.
I really didn't do much, Your Majesty. That is, it was truly an honor to assist you.
She's adorable.
Not to say I've finished helping you, of course. In fact, I am always at the ready.
Don't ever change, Monica. And finally, who do we have here?
This is my little sister Fleisch. I was given approval to make her my attendant.
Fleisch von Bergley's at your service, Your Majesty. My brother and I are, in your hands.
Ah, so you're Caspar's famous aunt who's actually younger than he is.
They're related?
Yes, Your Majesty. The very same.
Fleisch is too green for battle, but she'll be providing support from behind the front lines.
You can rely on me.
I realize saying this might make the situation worse, but there's no need to be so nervous. If you act to the best of your abilities, all will be well. Now then, everyone, the time has come. The time to take Garrigmok and reclaim Bodlin.
Oof.
Jumping straight into the maw of our enemies, eh? Ooh, how exciting. Is this where I should talk about my heart racing?
Huh? Since when do we talk about your feelings? That's new.
Somebody used that as like a reply. Alright, main quest for chapters, you'll be able to select strategies before battle. Any strategies? You can select strategy. Ah, okay, gotcha. Bolster defense. Oh, okay. Persuade happy. Wait a minute. Hold up. Oh shoot. Please tell me I didn't mess up, because if so, oh damn. I did not know this. Oh no. Okay, there's flame, there's consonants. Okay. I persuaded the what's important. Either way. Oh my god. They're here. Oh, battle details, battle map. So I can still change units. Alright. Here's my non-playable units. And here are my playable units.
I'm going to doze off. I just know it. I will prepare the Scarlet Path.
Where is he? Shoot, hold on.
So be it.
If anything, I'm rather more comfortable if she was a playable unit. So let's swap.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
Oh boy. We need Linhardt as a playable unit, damn.
I'm going to doze off. I just know it.
Let's go. Why not? Alright, yeah. Super Bowl. Let's go. Oh, let her keep it. She's important. Oh, wait. Might, durability. Oh, man, durability. That's what makes me confused. Let's let her keep bow 2 for now. There we go. Alright. My god, there was so much planning. Let's go.
Do not throw away your lives, friends.
Friends, who needs them? Am I right, fellas? Anyways, war. Okay, what unit is here? It's magic type? It's happy. Okay. So let's not do that. Actually, let me go for that. There's consonants right there as well. You know what? Everyone do their own
Be
thing.
not reckless as you attend to our defense.
A defensive position within the monastery walls. This is a very stalwart tactic. We must dispatch them at once.
Then the brute force approach it is. Garrett Mock must fall.
Yeah.
We'll start on the lower level and work our way up, taking control of the walls.
What
Split
the?
into groups
Oh,
and
it's
take
close.
those strongholds.
The enemy is desperate, and will most likely dispatch troops to recapture any strongholds we seize. Be on your guard for this tactic.
Alright, Happy. What do you got for me? Ah, it's so interesting.
Why'd they drag me into this? Not fair. If you don't want to fight, then surrender. I swear no harm will come to you. That's very nice of you, but they gave me a hand. So I should probably put up at least something to fight.
When a strategy can be activated, its name will be displayed on your screen. Hold Intrigue Strategy if multiple strategies are available. Defeat and recruit. Okay. So now there's the double standard.
I sense a darkness in your power. If you harbor ill will towards them, then help us better them.
I know which them you're talking about. Well, it's not like I want revenge or anything, but sure. Sign me up.
Perfect. Yeah.
Starting the is that an order?
Yes. So follow it.
I've got this.
I'm scared he's gonna kill me.
Starting the mission, is that...
Alright, I gotta change and make sure. Get the strategy ready.
I would be serving the church and fighting my own homeland? Is this the goddess testing me?
Are you sure? Constance, why are you of all people cooperating with the church?
All I can say is I was unlucky enough to be nearby when the church had need of fighters. I beg your forgiveness, Your Majesty.
Alright, cool. Strategy available. Let's go.
Take a breather.
Stand back. Stand back.
I don't like how she turned around. I got intimidated.
And this light grief and meaningless existence.
what you want. To die here in shame. This doesn't have to be your end, Constance. Join us. Fight with the Empire.
As you wish, Your Majesty. I do not deserve to throw my feeble existence away in such a manner.
The right flank has broken the enemy line.
Starting is that an order?
Actually, he's not gonna live.
Starting the mission.
Well, actually, he's fine, but...
Is that an order?
Not a problem. I've got this.
It's Bernie's time to shine! Sure hope this goes okay.
Yeah, and then everyone else stay on top.
Left is through as well, Your Majesty.
Any final
Excellent
words?
job, both of you. But there is still much work to be done.
I will not sit idly by and allow Garrett Mott to be placed in further danger.
Any final word?
Ah, so that's how that works.
The enemy is unleashing powerful magic. We can't hold out for long.
The enemy is after the strongholds we captured. They'll be retaken if we don't defend them quickly. Some parts of the monastery walls appear weak. An armored unit could likely smash through and provide another way in. I prepared a means to bolster our defenses.
Well, I don't got any armored people. Actually, hold up.
Here I go. No mistake. Everyone, to me. Here I go. No mistakes.
I don't know.
Be it temporarily. We need only give the command when the time is right.
Are you doing good?
Huh?
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No problem. Okay.
We need to intercept those reinforcements.
Well, it looks like only magic people can handle this.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
Those are the Knights of Saros. We're never going to stop them that easily.
Time to show how strong you've become.
Shadow Slide. What? If main characters is the played in battle, you can... Ah, okay, okay, okay. Well, Edelgard, break the wall. Actually, you know what?
I can't just sleep.
I'm gonna check this out real quick.
Not a problem. I've got this.
It's Bernie's time to shine!
Oh, okay.
Sure hope...
This stronghold will fall.
Please let us take this place down. I need somewhere to hide.
Anyways, I guess I'll go with the armored knights before they destroy my base. Oh my god, Bernadetta, I'm sorry.
Time to shine.
But like, fight them.
Don't worry, we'll handle them. The ambush from above. They are having the advantage, but we can turn it around.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Starting the mission. Is that...
It's not over.
My turn?
Allow me.
The stronghold will fall!
Where is burn it? Oh my god, this woman. Glad you didn't change in design.
The monastery, whatever it takes.
The enemy shows no sign of stopping. And if we don't keep an eye on our strongholds, we'll be sure to lose them.
commencing attack? Follow me.
I'm okay.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Oh, so close.
Keep going. We're making progress.
Alright, cool.
No! I have to do better.
Does that mean he's given up?
The doors are open! You know what that means? Everyone, defeat the lolly.
This goes okay.
Take a breather.
Allow me.
We'll soon control the walls.
You're losing ground. Dig in, all of you. We must hold out, no matter what.
I got so confused for a second. Oh, poor child. She's about to get curb stomped.
Taking a stronghold. We must keep a closer eye on such things.
Any final words?
Oh, shoot, grab him.
Your time is nigh.
They died? Cool.
Thanks for the rescue. We owed it.
It is not a problem. We have preparedness for these things.
I must do everything in my power. Just stop this.
child beating.
I beg you.
Very well. Stay safe, my brother. Are you sure?
You can't just sleep.
Phew. I thought that scary magic would never let up.
My turn.
Stand back. I feel no mercy.
It'd be helpful if you guys helped me out.
Any final words?
All right, we have the ground surrounded. Now we just need to fight our way up to the monastery proper.
We can retreat no further. You Empire soldiers will rue the day you take up arms against Garrick Mock.
There's the thief. Oh my god. Alright, somebody needs to take on this person. You know what? Why not? Let's let Casper do it.
What should I do? Sure, let's try it.
Here I go. No, they must learn who they're up against.
And then the chest is right there, so I literally have to just hope.
I'm not afraid of you.
I should have not wasted that, honestly. I forgot which one. Okay.
Sure hope this goes.
Gotta get the chest. I get it, character reveal, that's cool and all, but I gotta go.
I will not ask you your reasons. Not anymore. But I will see your evil punished.
Man, your mama died. Alright, let's go. Where's the Y button? Alright. Alright, cool. Now that I can convert to that side, let's make this easier. Man, imagine being a flying unit and then all of a sudden an introverted with a bow just wrecks your shit. Oh man,
Forgive me, Rhea. I can fight no
it's a
longer.
real tough battle.
The rest is up to you.
Worry not, Citizen. Nor you, friend. You both did well to hold them back this long. Now come forth, all of you. Protect Garrick Mock from those despicable rebels.
Where's Hubert? I need to collect Hubert.
Show herself at last.
Oh, very well.
Stout hearts, everyone. Victory can only be ours if we strike her down.
Oh my god, this dude doesn't know when to quit.
Ready to heavy weaponry. We can no longer afford the luxury of worrying about collateral damage to the town.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
It's Birdie's time to shine. Sure hope this goes okay.
Here I go. Knows they must learn who they're up against.
Starting the mission. Is
There's an order.
So, what should I do? Sure, let's try it.
We'll be in serious trouble if they target Her Majesty. We have to take control of those weapons right now.
I have to protect her.
Convincing it. Follow me.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Alright, he is dead.
I'm sorry, Lady Rhea. I can't fight anymore.
Your efforts will not be in vain, Syl.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
I will send these slaves to meet the goddess.
Oh god. Everybody's gangster till the Pope is stanced up.
That's what you get for trying to target Her Majesty like...
Oh my god.
I've got this.
Oh, if I must. I suppose.
The pack of cowards!
So you have sullied yourself by joining the rebels. In that case, I hope you can prepare to breathe your last. Explain yourself. Why do you betray the teachings of the goddess and seek to shatter Fodlan's fragile peace?
Seeing as I have no idea what you speak of, this is going to be a short discussion. Now either stand aside or face me.
I feel no... I will see my duty done. Mercy.
My turn?
It's not.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Take a breather. What do you stand to gain for involving yourself in this?
It's not a mystery. I'm a merc, and she's got a point of view.
Permit you to desecrate Garagmok for 1 minute further.
Oh boy.
You demonstrate your strength anew.
Woo! that was a bit tough.
The monastery for now, Edelgard. But know this, there will be no forgiveness for your blasphemous actions this day.
Oh my god.
No, I don't expect there will be. Take heart, everyone. Garrigmach has fallen, and victory is ours.
Oh my god.
Lady Rhea, are you hurt?
Oh, Catherine, you came.
Not soon enough. Garrigmach is done for.
It is all right. For now, we must retreat. This path is unknown to the Empire. It will take us out to Aelhelm, the Valley of Torment. From there, we make for Fargus to seek aid.
The Empire attacked from the east, which means at least some of the Alliance's lords must have aligned with them. But those of the Kingdom are devout. We can trust them. I have already sent a messenger ahead requesting reinforcements, and, should the need arise, asylum.
In that case, I'll talk to my parents and ask for their assistance as well. Regardless, we should hurry. We can't let the Empire get ahead of us and send troops onto Kingdom soil. Now, follow me, if you would.
Thank you, Catherine. Let Edelgard have Garrigmach for now. Let her enjoy this fleeting moment of glee.
I like when Rhea just gets pissed.
Here,
She just has full-on murderous
Edelgard von
intent.
Eretfeld will suffer a death beyond her greatest imagining.
I mean, if anyone played 3 Houses and they saw the intro, they would know how murderous this Pope is.
To kill is to grow stronger.
And I'll keep getting stronger too.
I won't let myself stop here.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh my god, 2 times?
Not that there's any point in me getting stronger.
Can't let this power go unused.
This is part of me now.
Yeah! Let's go! Double yeah, let's go! Alright, but like since convincing people to join our side is a thing, I'm gonna be careful with more of the side mission things. Because I didn't know they were gonna be that important. But now I do, so yeah. Oh, I'm so stressed, people gonna die.
Garrigmach, you remain ever as resplendent as the day I left you. The place cannot be so dear to your heart that it requires inferior poetry for an introduction. Inferior? I will have you know that line comes from one of my favorite operas. However, I concede I may have gotten carried away, what with my head still swimming from battle.
Hey, I know exactly what you mean. Something about Garrigmach is just special. And our victory here is going to have a huge impact on the war, right?
Yes, this should be enough to lure some of the more indecisive nobles into our camp.
I only wish I could vanquish the guilt I feel for turning on the church like this.
Still, it was my decision to fight by 80's side, and I stand by it to the end.
I see. In that case, proceed as planned. Deploy the pursuit units immediately.
At once, Your Majesty.
So, Rhea and the others escaped with the help of a great white beast, did they?
Almost as if the Immaculate One that saved St. Seros has returned from the mists of legend. Although, it's a bit unnerving the way it sprung out of nowhere.
I knew we shouldn't have messed with Lady Rhea. She can be so scary. I'm just going to go back to my room and stay there until forever, okay? Okay.
Do as you like, Bernadetta, but realize your father will be arriving in Garrett Mach soon. This is the seat of the Church of Seros, and as bishop, his place is here.
Oh boy.
Really? In that case, I think I'll just forget about the monastery and go with you.
Good. Just be aware we may be marching to the kingdom next.
Threatening her with her dad, damn.
I possess no love for the cold, but I will try to grin as I am bearing it. Point at the path to your foes, and I will be hunting them to their final breath.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Petra. Whether we capture or kill will depend on the foe. Now then, enough wasting time. We need to find Rhea, and we need her alive.
Two years ago, I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
You say fighting, but I think you mean instigating. Let's be fully clear about our role in all of this. Still, this is a positive turn of events for you, yes?
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And those associates you happen to be working with should be tough enough to take on you-know-who.
Geralt's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part. Thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
Listen up, boy. You're not going to believe this.
Judith, do you think you could ease up on the whole boy thing? I'm your fearless leader now, remember? But sure, tell me what happened.
You might want to take a seat for this. Garrett Mach Monastery has fallen. Not even the great knights of Seros could stop the invaders' overwhelming numbers.
Wait, what? That's not possible. They should still be days away from the monastery. How did they manage to deliver an army of that size to the gates of Garrett Mach so quickly? Unless... this can't be happening. Did Count Gloucester turn? And Acheron too?
I'm afraid both houses fly Imperial colors now.
Huh.
House Phlegethon yielded the north side of the Great Bridge of Murden, and Gloucester waved them right on through.
Those filthy liars. When I warned them the Empire was raising an army, they couldn't stop puffing their chests and crowing about how they'd hold the border. But it looks like the Empire had already gotten to them. This is all my fault for not keeping my ear to the ground.
I'm afraid that wouldn't have helped, fearless leader. All the dirty dealings were handled via letter.
But now I've lost the initiative, and against Edelgard no less. She can come at the Alliance with gloves off now. This is a real problem. What is it?
Housekeeping.
Sir, we have an unexpected guest. It's, Lord Holst of House Goneril.
Holst? What's the strongest man in Leicester doing at my door? Besides thinking about battering it down, I mean.
You can ask him yourself, sir. He is present.
Apologies for dropping by without warning, my lord. I just happened to be near Deirdre when word reached me about Garrett
Is there
Mach.
like not supposed to be a
I
portrait?
didn't realize you were in our neck of the woods, Holst, but please, come make yourself at home. As fate would have it, I was just pulling my hair out over the exact same problem. Can you believe that Count Gloucester?
Oh, okay.
He turned on us like it was nothing. If I don't handle this situation with the Empire delicately, it will fracture the Alliance. If you have any sage advice, now would be a great time for it. Or muscle. I'll take muscle if that's what I can get.
I came here to help however I can.
Oh,
We must
I
work
do not
together
like
to
his
keep Lester
design.
safe, and more importantly, free.
Garrett Mach has fallen to the Empire, Your Majesty.
I did not expect it would last long. Is Lady Rhea safe?
Yes, she escaped and is on her way here with a small force.
I see.
This won't be like granting asylum to your standard refugee. If we take the Archbishop in, it will be tantamount to declaring war on the very Empire. Is that a risk you're willing to accept, Your Majesty?
It is. We have already thoroughly discussed the matter with the Kingdom's lords. Even if I refrain from deciding publicly one way or the other, the Empire will still insist that we hand Lady Rhea over. The Kingdom's people and government are too frail to stand without the Holy Church's support. I agree with her ultimate goal, but such a situation calls for gradual reform over time. The Emperor's desire to tear it up rapidly will not do. Then it is a good thing we've prepared for such contingencies. I will start by sending a party to ALL to welcome our new guests. Thank you. I would go myself if I could, but I'm needed here to prepare for the war. For now, send messengers to Counts Galatea and Karen, imploring them to muster troops for our defense.
I'm glad Time treated Dimitri well.
And send for House Fraldarius as well. Let's make sure our new Duke earns his title.
Grave news, Your Majesty.
What is it now?
Count Rowe has declared fealty to the Empire and is marshaling his troops as we speak. Also, one of his bannermen, Lord Lenato, is moving to hunt down and slay the Archbishop.
We have long held our suspicions about House Rowe, but I never expected their actions to plunge us into war.
And after all the discussions we've had to prevent exactly this, you must believe his reason is just.
Very well then. Our plans have changed. I will go and meet with Lady Rhea personally, and House Fraldarius will serve as my guard. Inform Galatea and Karen. They are to gather their troops in Erebus and Geraint lands. Lord Lenato was once a faithful servant to the crown. Will you now see him executed? I have no mercy for traitors, no matter their pasts. On the contrary, I have an obligation to protect the kingdom from his kind. We've struggled long to attain this peace. I will not permit the Empire to crush it beneath their foot now.
I guess he's still a bit unhinged. Alright. Well, either way, that's going to be all for today. Thank you for watching this. And hopefully, I'm trying to keep this at a weekly basis. Although I am not making any promises, but I am at least trying to finish at least one story path. And that's what I'm trying to do. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.